What's up everyone, and welcome to your Friday's edition of Reptile News. Now today we're going to start off in Florida, and then we're going to kind of go from other places to there. And this story kind of a little bit, if you've followed, wow, my cable's broken. If you followed the laws and regulation stuff to any extent, then you'll understand how these two stories are similar. Anyway, down in Florida, the Miami-Dade Venom 1 unit received a call of a large snake. They found a pretty big looking boa. They don't really mention how big it was, but a very, very angry boa, and they were able to secure it inside a bag and remove it from the scene. I've got a link in the description down below so you guys can watch a video. It's a pretty cool video of the Miami-Dade heroes collecting a boa from the wild that doesn't belong there. And now we're going to move on to a story that kind of affects Texas, I guess. And this is, I'm a little late to the game on this one because the public comment period is already over, but this is something I just, while browsing news stories, happened to see listed on the USARK website and didn't see it before, so we're going to talk about it right now. So I'm going to read this directly off the website, so my attention is going to be down here for just a second at the screen, but I want to make sure that I get it all right to you guys. So basically it says the Texas Park and Wildlife Department, TPWD, has proposed changes to Chapter 65 of the Texas Administrative Code, TAC, regarding 4 species of turtles. These species are red ear sliders, common snapping turtle, smooth softshell, and spiny softshell. And the summary of what is changing is these 4 species will no longer be exempt from certain actions that will be placed upon an elevated non-game wildlife list, 31 TAC 65331E. These species cannot be removed for commercial activity, even on private lands and private waters. The breeding of animals collected on private lands would be illegal. Bans certain methods of catching turtles on private lands, including some nets. New commercial activity rules will apply involving these turtles. New rules for non-game dealer permits or non-game permit. Additional conditions under Section 65.327 must be followed, including supply proof animals came from another state, send notice of import-export within 24 hours, maintain documentation, etc. Link below. You guys could check it out on the website. It would remain legal to have these turtles as pets without a permit, but you must possess 6 or fewer specimens of a species, and you could not engage in commercial activity with these species. 8. Commercial activity, the sale, offer for sale, exchange, or barter of non-game wildlife. And of course there's a lot of other details that go along with that summary, but you guys are going to have to check out the link on the website because we just don't have the time in these bi-daily videos to cover all of that. But once again, there's a legislative action that's attempting to bar our ability to do certain things, and not knowing what the exact non-summary version of these actions are, I can't really comment on whether I agree or don't agree with them. It seems to me like the summary is mainly for indigenous, but again, I'm going to have to read into it further before I can accurately comment on it. And now we're going to move back to Florida, where the USGS has done a report on the invasive pythons in Florida, which I always cringe when I hear of a USGS study on these, but I figured we'd talk about it anyway. The USGS is saying that the pythons in Florida are closely related. In fact, many of them are very close cousins, but they're also saying that they're finding some crosses of Burmese pythons and Indian pythons, which I'm not a python breeding expert, so I can't say how rare or common a cross like that would be. Maybe you can comment down below and let me know. But once again, it's you know, the Florida python problem is a problem. There's no denying it's a problem. I think the only disconnect we have as a community, and even dealing with regulatory bodies, is how do we solve this problem. And of course there's been much better minds than mine at work at this over several years now. I can only speculate, but I know that Burmese pythons were at least recently on the ICUN red list in their native range, so my idea was send them home. I mean, send them home. They need them there. We don't want them here. So, but whatever. But anyway, guys, that's going to be all your news for this Friday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, those links are right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you Monday.